Okay, I am a financial fraud investigator. I also have a passion in gender equality, which has helped my writing and poetry over the years. Um, I also stay in Nigeria, and in my spare time, I love to travel and I love listening to music.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So from business to writing to, being a child of God and to being an advocate, how do you juggle all these things together? And I believe you are married as well.
Oh, yes, I am. I am. Well, I think the experiences have helped me to learn how to juggle through everything. One day at a time. I've been doing that one day at a time. I was I was born in the north, then moved down south, worked in different capacities, management, administration, and everything pulled together has really, really helped me and groomed me to be able to handle everything together.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, can you tell us a little bit about your background? You just mentioned that you grew up in the north. Well, just a little bit about your family, where you studied, your degrees, professional qualifications, if any, and stuff like that.
Okay, like I said, I grew up in the northern part of Nigeria. That was where my family was born. That was where my family was,
Yeah.
and I was born there. So I'm the last of four children.
Sorry.
Three.
Before you go on, can you speak the language, like the northern part of Nigerian language?
Oh yes, I can. I can
Oh,
speak.
that's good. That's good. That's good. Because a lot of people, even where they are born, they can't practically say anything. So it's a
True,
good
true.
thing. So that's a plus for you. All right, right then.
Yes, yes. So then I moved south. I moved down south to continue my studies, where I studied mass communication, and then
Wow.
afterwards I proceeded to study strategic communication in London, and I've also gotten some trainings in France and New York over the years.
Wow. That's great. Oh, wow. Wow. So I'm actually talking to a mass communicator.
Yes, true,
Ah, that's good. That's
true.
good. So at
Yeah,
what
thank
point
you.
in your life, because you've done different things, at what point do you actually say, yeah, I want to be an advocate against inequality and be a mouthpiece for the girl, for ladies, for women, for grandmas? So at what point in your life do you actually discover, or maybe that passion just came, and how?
Okay, so there's no one striking point because I've had several experiences over the years. I mean, I've grown up in the north, south. I've also lived a little bit in the east. So I've practically gone around the country, and in living in different localities, it has helped me to be aware of these experiences that people go
Mm,
through. I
yeah,
mean, in my first degree in the university, my close friend actually had undergone FGM, and she actually was the first person I had a communication with, which actually exposed me to everything about FGM, the girl child advocacy too. So I would say this has actually helped me through understanding what girls go through, what women go through, these experiences that I've heard from people, counseling them, and also me trying to pen down these stories that I get to hear daily. And
yeah.
also volunteering with different organizations. I volunteered with Compassions UK
All
as a
right.
mentor and a sponsor for a girl child in Burkina Faso. So
Wow.
I've also volunteered with Global Shapers Community in Nigeria with young girls. So all these experiences put together has actually helped me to
Yeah.
understand, to counsel, to mentor girls, the young girls, and also women. And this is why I put all these thoughts that I've had over the years into my book, which is
That's
called
good.
Save the Girls.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
That's very good. So on the subject matter, we're talking about FGM. So from a
Yeah.
professional like you, what is FGM for people that are, hearing it for the first time or that don't really know the in-depth of what FGM is all about?
Okay. FGM is the acronym for female genital mutilation. Mutilation, for some people, they call it circumcision. So it's a cultural or a traditional practice that involves the partial or the total removal
Hmm.
of the external female genitalia. So what's the genitalia? Genitalia consists of the clitoris gland, the labia majora, and the labia minora. So labia majora is the vulva of the woman. That's very close to the vaginal of the woman. So some women undergo the partial and the total removal of those parts, depending
Okay.
on their on the localities where they've actually undergone this FGM.
Wow, that's deep and that's why. Thank you for that. So how does it affect females' life generally? Does it affect them physically, mentally, psychologically? You know.
Oh, yes, it does. It affects them actually holistically. I
Oh,
mean, physically, emotionally, socially, um, mentally, maritally. There's
wow.
so many things that it affects. Starting with physical, I mean, undergoing such pain at the age of, because girls that undergo this are from mostly 0 to 15 years old. You can imagine a teenager undergoing this particular pain of cutting a part of her private part, the anxiety that she has to go through, the pain, the so much suffering that she has to be subjected to. So that's the physical effects of these things. Then they also end up having hemorrhage or cyst or what we call lesion. They could also get that too. Even in the process, if it's not well done, they could be exposed to tetanus and many other things, health hazards that they could actually be exposed to. Then mentally, it affects them. It could send them straight into depression and even PTSD and anxiety. For some women, anytime they just see a blade or something, there's that anxiety that comes at them,
Oh
or
yeah.
even a need as much as needle. So it's part of the post-traumatic experience that they've had. So it's that trauma that sends them into the anxiety, which they're displaying. There's so many other things. Maritally, women that undergo this, either way, there are two abnormalities that occur to them. It's either it limits the pleasure of them having sex, or it actually sends them to an increased pleasure of having sex. So either ways, it becomes abnormal. So if it's reduced, it could affect them maritally, and their spouse might not be able to cope with it. If it's increased, it could also affect them maritally because they could become infidels and start cheating on the spouse, and then could lead to divorce and so many other things. There's so many effects that this actually has on women,
Wow.
which is why I think a lot of people need to be talking about this, because
Yeah.
there are so many women that have actually undergone this. Currently, we have over 140 million women that have actually undergone this trauma. And with the prediction of UNICEF in 2030, we would have another 30 million girls or women that would have undergone this. So,
Wow. That is serious. Thank you so much for educating us on this.
hi, my name is Titi Laniran. I am an author and an FGM advocate. Kindly join me on FaceTime with O.Phils on Sunday, the 14th November 2021 by 9 p.m. GMT or 10 p.m. West African time. I'll be talking about my new book called Save the Girls, The Tragic Truth About Female Genital Mutilation. And make it a date. God bless you.
Welcome back. It's still praise time with O.Phils on MZ Radio London on AP Radio UK. And right now, I have the author of the book Save the Girl with me, Titi Laniran. And we've been sharing, she's been educating me. I believe people that are listening have been educated as well. We're learning, and I'm learning. I still got a lot of questions to ask her, and the time is running so fast. Yeah, Titi, are you there?
Yes, thank you so much. I'm
Thank
here.
you so much. I'm enjoying myself and I'm being educated. I now I'm understanding why you are really, really advocating for this because it's a to put it in just simple language, it is a bad practice. You know, I can imagine
Exactly.
it. I can imagine it. Um, so
Mm,
and we need to let people know that it got to stop. It got to stop. I mean, about that.
yeah, exactly.
100%. So for you talk about the implications for people that have undergone this practice or yes FGM. So people that already is done, the damage is there. So what's the solution? I mean, like, is there anything they can do now?
Okay, so this advocacy is for two parts. It's for
Yeah.
those that have actually undergone this trauma, which most of them need counseling because some of them have been driven to depression, anxiety, PTSD, and so many other things. So they need counseling, they need help, they need people to always talk to them, to hold their hand through the journey. Also, there's a health challenge that they have to undergo, and then they need help on. So these people need they need urgent help with their health because some of them might have hemorrhage, like I said, lesion, so many other diseases can actually pop up. Even at childbirth, when they have to undergo childbirth, they might have some other difficulties. So it's better they start um, working on these health challenges that they may have early enough before it becomes irreparable. So
As quick as possible. Can you quickly tell us about your project, your book to be precise? Um, where can we get it? What should we be expecting to get from the book? And if you have any upcoming program or projects apart from the book, you can also share with us.
Yes, so the book is titled Save the Girls, the Tragedy of Female Genital Mutilation. So it's I would say it's tidbits on FGM, all you need to know on FGM. Then I also shared some stories that I've also experienced over the years, which would I think would spur people to really know that this is real, this is happening, and people are undergoing this in so many countries that you won't even believe. So I think the book is going to be out very soon. It will be on Amazon, and I'm working with some bookstores to ensure that people can walk in and get them too. And I'm reachable on. Okay, my social media handle is
Yes.
Tampa Woman underscore, and that's also our Facebook handle too.
All right. Thank you so much for coming. God bless you real good. Thank you for
Thank you.
educating us.
Thank
I've
you.
been really, really blessed. I want to say thank you to everyone that has tuned in today.
Thank you.